In Africa, a huge fissure has been seen. Tanzania, Ethiopia, and Kenya have all seen this crack. Video footage and drone images show that this massive crack has split huge sections. It has not spared cities, homes, highways, or crops. The crack is as thick as 2 millimeters in places and as wide as 10 meters in others. People have begun covering it with soil in some places, and makeshift bridges are being constructed across it. A lot of people thought that soft earth had somehow settled. Welcome back to the historical stories. We frequently think of the African continent as the warmest continent when we hear that name. But that's not totally accurate. Geographically speaking, Africa is situated where the equator and prime meridian meet at the center of the planet. Africa is one of the hottest continents since the equator is closest to the sun. However, the United States reported the highest temperature, not Africa. Even though Africa is hot, it can get cold at times. For example, Yvonne, Africa, has recorded temperatures as low as 23 degrees Celsius. In relation to contrasts, the African continent offers a distinctive range of hues and extremes. On the one hand, it is the poorest continent because it contains the 10 poorest nations in the world. However, it also contains some of the most valuable mineral resources in the world. It's interesting to note that while Luanda in Angola was voted the world's most expensive city in 2000, surpassing Paris, New York, and Singapore, Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia, is regarded as the world's most hazardous city. What really sets Africa apart is this conundrum. Although there are almost 1.5 billion people living in Africa, 40% of them are illiterate. In spite of this, Timbuktu, Mali, is home to the oldest university in the world. It was founded 800,900 years ago and once had 25,000 students, even though the city had only 100,000 residents. Africa also has the greatest twin birth rate in the world, with 50 twins born for every 1,000 births, which is significantly higher than the global average. With 1 in 14 newborns dying before they arrive home, it also has the highest child mortality rate. Kenya in particular is well known for their runners. The majority of Kenyan runners from the Kalenjin ethnicity won 126 of 156 international marathons in 2010. The reason for this tribe's exceptional athleticism is still a mystery to scientists. The shortest war in history also took place in Africa, on August 27, 1896, between Great Britain and Zanzibar, lasting 38 minutes. Following the unexpected death of Sultan Hamid bin Thuwaini, who was supposedly poisoned by his cousin Khalid bin Bargash, who subsequently proclaimed himself Sultan, this conflict broke out. When Khalid, backed by Germany, refused to resign in response to British demands, the British Navy launched a brief but fierce bombardment, causing heavy fatalities on one side and only one sailor being hurt on the other. It would be impossible to describe Africa without mentioning its famous pyramids. Although Egypt is well known for its pyramids, Sudan, another African nation, boasts more than twice as many, more than 250. They are less well liked by tourists, nevertheless, because of their diminutive size. Maps frequently understate the vastness of Africa. The way globe maps are projected makes it look smaller. Africa is actually 30 million square kilometers in size, which is enough to contain the United States, China, India, and a large portion of Europe. Africa has not always had its current geographic appearance. It was a member of the supercontinent Pangaea some 200 million years ago. The discovery of fossils such as the Mesosaurus in South America and Africa attests to the fact that these continents were formerly connected. Likewise, species found in West Africa and the Amazon jungle are similar. Scientists are currently tracking a tectonic activity in Africa that has the potential to alter the continent's topography once more. The African plate is separating, as evidenced by a huge fissure that stretches from the Red Sea to Mozambique. Every year, this divide widens by roughly 6 millimeters. This could eventually result in the formation of a new island or ocean, but scientists predict it will take about 50 million years. A third of the world's natural resources and tremendous geological power are found beneath the surface of Africa. Africa is home to rare minerals like coltan, which are essential for electronics. Diamonds and bauxite for aluminum are two more important exports from Africa. Last but not least, the Eye of the Sahara, A huge structure 40 kilometers across that can be seen from space, is one of the numerous secrets of the Sahara Desert. Precious finds like a precious stone from King Tutankhamun's necklace show that life previously existed in this desert. These are but a handful of the amazing characteristics of Africa. We'll delve deeper in the upcoming Secrets of Africa episode. Remember to comment, like, and share. I appreciate you seeing, and I hope to see you in the next video.